Hello again, everyone. I'm doing one of my catch-up readings now, one of the readings that I've been wanting to do on the Prince Harry and royal family situation for quite a while. And this reading is really exploring his reasons for inflicting the level of hurt, pain on the royal family that he is. And it's a very simple question. Is the hurt intentional? Is he going all out to hurt them in a form of vindictiveness, payback, whatever? Or is it inadvertent? Is it because he is so self-absorbed, possibly so narcissistic, that he has no empathy, that he really, literally does not know what he's doing? It sounds a bit like Jesus on the cross. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Maybe he, Prince Harry, literally doesn't know what he's doing to the people closest to him, the level of pain that he's inflicting on them. And I'm interested by this question because it plays into the reason why I'm generally interested in this story and have been since the very beginning, because I think it represents, for anybody who has been hurt by somebody else, somebody very close to them, whether a partner or a family member or someone, a friend, someone really close to you, somebody who's really hurt and betrayed you. We've all, well, most of us have been there, most of us have experienced that, and part of the pain is puzzling why the person did what they did. Why did they behave that way? Why were they so destructive, so vicious? And we try our best to rationalize it and reason and grapple with it and come to some conclusion. And I think that's one of the reasons why narcissism has become so prominent now, and everyone talks about it, and oh, so-and-so is a narcissist, because we understand that now, and we understand that there are people in the world who literally lack some form of brain function where they are capable of empathizing, feeling what other people are feeling. And it's helpful to understand it in that way. But I beg your pardon, that's my husky trying to be let out of the house. I'm just going to pause this. I'm back, sorry about that. Sometimes I think we have to accept that people are vicious just because they want to be vicious. They want to hurt. There isn't some pathology in whatever involved. They're just really out to do as much damage as possible, and to hell with the consequences. They want to bring the whole house down. So let's see. I've shuffled and shuffled. I'm going to do one more. And Three of Swords. We're talking about precisely that. We're talking about heartache and betrayal. We really are. And usually with the Three of Swords, there are three people involved, and certainly there are three people in this situation. As Diana said, there were three people in that marriage. There's three people in the royal family's relationship with Harry. There's Harry, there's the royal family, and there's Meghan Markle. So let's see. I'm doing scripted questions, and I will, as usual, explain what the questions are when I get to the cards. The universe knows what I'm asking. The order has gone in. The universe hopefully is going to come back with an interesting answer for us. Bottom of the deck, energy that's going to affect all of this is the Five of Cups in the reverse. This came out in the Thomas Markle reading I did earlier, interestingly. This is pain and sorrow. And with reversed cards, it can either be overcoming the situation, or the situation just going on and on and on. This is a situation that's just going on and on and on. There is no end to this pain. However much therapy Prince Harry has been in hasn't helped, clearly hasn't helped him at all. He may think it has, and we'll get to that, but it hasn't. The situation that the family finds themselves, the pain that the family finds themselves, also just goes on and on and on. This person, it simply cannot look up and look around and see the positives in their lives. Very sad. It's very sad, and it's a life lesson for all of us. Don't get stuck in your own sorrows. Don't get stuck in your own grief. Don't get stuck in your own sense of wrongdoing. Get over it. You are responsible for your own happiness, really. So, what is Prince Harry's attitude to the royal family. How does he feel about them? Does he really want to hurt them? And I get the Chariot. And this is a card of dominance, really. He wants to dominate them. He wants to take charge. He wants to run them down. You know, the Chariot is ambition, is riding roughshod over the people who get in your way. Prince Harry is obscenely ambitious. I think we all underestimated that about him. We thought he was this a buffoon, you know, a bit of a fool who liked to kick a ball around and play jokes and be silly, and everybody loved Prince Harry. But Prince Harry really, really, really wants to be king. He wants to be the guy in charge. He wants it. He wants it. This card is just screams ambition. So that is what drives him. And that is a card of drive. It's literally being driven. He is absolutely driven by his own ambition, his own sense of entitlement. And again, as I always say in these readings, this is a tarot reading. It is for entertainment purposes only. It is my opinion that I am expressing, purely my opinion, and I ask you all to please go into your own research and reach your own conclusions. That is my opinion that I'm expressing. Interesting card. Anyway, so is the hurt intentional? Is he settling scores? Is he setting out to really demolish them? And I don't think so. I'm getting the Three of Pentacles here, which is a very positive card. It's a card of work. This is a job that he's doing. The Oprah interview, the mental health thing, the book that he's writing now. It's just business. It's purely business. It's part of this ambition that he's got. He's making money. He's signed deals with people. He's got contractual obligations he's got to fulfill. He's doing it. He's in Hollywood. He's a wheeler dealer. He's out and about doing it. He's not sitting brooding and plotting and calculating. Someone else in his life might be sitting brooding and plotting and calculating, but he's not the one doing that. And I've never personally thought that he was deep enough to sit and brood and plot. He's ambitious, certainly. He wants to be top dog. He doesn't mind if he runs them all down to get to where he wants to go. But he sees this as business. And it is interesting that when he was back for the Diana statue unveiling, apparently, allegedly, he said to William, "So did you like it?" Or something to that effect about the Oprah interview. Sort of a ha-ha, wink-wink, joke. And there was an absolute disbelief in response. William just couldn't believe, Prince William couldn't believe that Prince Harry could make a joke of it and could treat it in that way. But to Prince Harry, it is just, well, this is what I'm doing. I've got these deals lined up. I'm ticking them off one by one. I made my very short Spotify podcast. I'm making my Invictus documentary. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, ticking them all off one by one, going down the list that somebody else has drawn up for me. Always three people in the Three of Pentacles. So, there he is doing his work, and there two people are instructing him in the work that he needs to be doing. Very interesting answer to that question. Not one that I was expecting. So, then the interesting question here is he really so self-absorbed, so narcissistic, so lacking in empathy that he just has got no idea of what he's doing, what harm he is causing to the royal family? And I personally have been involved with someone who was like that, who just literally couldn't see. And I know that many people following this story, whether it's on Tumblr or Twitter or YouTube or wherever, I have been through similar experiences that motivate them to watch the story in very closely, follow the story very closely. And the answer is, yeah, he really has got no idea what he's doing. The High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse is the card that says this person has got no insight, no connection to their own intuition, no empathy. They just really haven't got a clue. It's a major arcana as well, so it's very important that he is so disconnected from his own inner wisdom, from his own guidance, from his own compassion, from his own higher self, that he just literally cannot see the harm that he is causing. Literally cannot see it. So that has answered that question to me. It's answered it in a very clear way. My next question is he being controlled by Meghan Markle through NLP? We've all seen how she touches him, she steers him, and that's anchoring in NLP speak, using touch to anchor somebody, anchor them in their emotions, anchor them into a situation, reminding them of certain feelings. She stares at him in a very peculiar way as well, and that's also used in NLP to focus on people's eye movements, see what they're doing. It can be used in very positive ways, but it also can be used in very manipulative ways. And there is a lot of speculation that Meghan Markle at some stage in her life received training in NLP and uses it on Prince Harry to control, to manipulate, to brainwash, to reinforce sensations, memories, feelings that possibly are not really there. And what is the answer? The answer is the Three of Wands in reverse. And the Three of Wands is in the upright, it's waiting, it's expanding, waiting for your ships to come in. It's sending out signals in a very positive way. Sending out, wands are messages in media, that kind of thing. It's sending signals out, it's sending intentions out to expand and to grow, and then waiting for them to come back in a blessed way. They have grown, they've expanded, they've borne fruit, they've come back. In the reverse, I would say it's sending out subliminal signals. It's sending out signals that are hidden and really quite nefarious. So I'm getting off this card that yes, there is something going on there with NLP, that she is manipulating, that she is controlling, she is using messaging that he is not aware of. She's using it to control him. And it must be desperate for the royal family if they are aware of this. And I'm sure they have advisors that are telling them about these kinds of techniques. And you're so helpless when somebody is being controlled and manipulated like that. And there is really nothing that you can do except hope that at some stage the scales fall from their eyes and they see that they are being manipulated and they come to their senses. And so this is my final question for this reading. Will Prince Harry come to his senses at some stage? Will he awaken to what is going on? Will he see or will he not see how he's being manipulated? And I get the Magician in the upright, and that is the card of manipulation, the card of the puppet master, the trickster, the person who is pulling the strings. And there is the potential here in this card for this to be revealed, that he has been subjected to tricks and manipulation, and that the hurt that has been inflicted on the royal family has come through this manipulation and trickery. I just want to take another card on that and just to clarify what the Magician wants to tell us. If the tarot wants to speak to that, if the universe wants to give us any clearer indication of if there is going to be a real awakening, as a remorse, a regret for the sorrow that has been caused. We have this card of sorrow and regret here, but so far it's in the reverse. So it's saying that at the moment there isn't much sorrow and regret. And the cards that have come out, which I will show you, are the King of Wands, which I take as Harry in my readings recently, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. King of Wands, this is our media mogul, our guy who's gone off to California and become the Netflix billionaire, the producer. He's really pleased with himself at the moment. But there's the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is a bad choice. It's a choice that's gone horribly wrong. It's a choice that's overwhelmed. This person has become unbalanced because of the decision that they've made. And there is going to be some realization at some stage that he's followed a very poor path, that he's prioritized the wrong things, that he's given his energy to um, the wrong path, but also the wrong priorities, the wrong energy. He's prioritized negativity and viciousness and attacking instead of being positive. He has been incredibly negative, and it does look as if he is going to have some awareness of that in the future. What the consequences of that will be, I don't know. The cards aren't really saying, but they are saying that there is some awareness in the future of the fact that he has been manipulated with the magician. He's been manipulated and he has chosen unwisely. He has gone down a rather foolish path. And I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you on the next one.